In this video, we're going to talk about listening to the voices in your head and hating yourself. The voices. Sounds pretty good. Let's get to it. I'm Todd Wise. You can find me on Instagram, coach_Todd Wise. All right, well, about a week ago, I posted an Instagram story where I said that I didn't hate myself enough to be elite at CrossFit. And I got a lot of DMs, which actually spurred a conversation about what is actually going on. So let me paint the picture for you. So here it goes. Week one of the Training Think Tank Throwdown I'm doing with my wife, who's super fit. And I can't really stay with her at all. I'm just nowhere near, like she's like here and I'm like here in the fitness. Like that's a big void there. Anyways, we're doing the workout, and in the middle of the workout, towards the end, well, no, the whole workout, I'm just getting thrashed around. She's moving at a rate that is insane. And so towards the end of the workout, we're doing shoulder overhead with the dumbbell, and she's counting and I'm just trying to do a ton of them. And I have like really no expectation, and there's a lot of stuff going on in my mind, and I'm like battling in my mind. Like one voice is like, you could do it, keep going, just push them out, this is no big deal, you're good. Like, and then there's another voice that's just like, no dude, just put this down, this is too painful, you need to stop, everything is burning, your tricep is going to detach from your elbow, just stop doing the shoulder overhead. And I'm just doing reps and trying to focus on like, just you keep going, you can do a few more. And then my wife across from me is waiting for her turn. She's really upset at this point because we're way past the time goal that we had, and I held her back and she's not even breathing harder. She goes, just 5 more, just do 5 more. And instantly I do like 3 and I put them down. I'm like, why'd you do that to me? Unknown to her, I already had this voice going here and talking to me like this, and then this voice talking to me like this and telling me, you gotta stop, dude. And then her third voice comes in and is like, just do 5 more. And I'm like, I cannot handle what is happening in my mind right now and what you're telling me, and my heart's gonna explode, and I wanna quit, and I don't even know why we're doing this anymore. And it just tumbleweeds down the hill. But thankfully, shared workout, so she gets to pick up the weights and, go ahead and do as many as she wants. In that moment, I said verbally to her, why did you do that to me? And then we get through the workout and we go back and we debrief through the workout. And I realized that when I said that out loud to her, I wasn't even talking to her. I was like saying that out loud about me and the voices that were going on in my head. Because I had the one voice telling me stop. I had the other voice telling me it's cool, you can keep going. And then the third voice from my wife came in and was like, 5 more, which then aligned with this negative voice over here that was like, you just do a few more, you're done. Where this voice was like, no, keep going, just keep going, you can do it. And then I had 2 against 1, and this voice was like, I'm done, I quit, we're out of here, throw in the towel. That is it for all of us. See you later, guys, we're going home. Which brings me to the thought process. So I coach elite athletes, and this is something we talk about all the time, is mental toughness and resilience. I think that this voice over here that was telling me to stop and got teamed up 2-on-1, that voice I need to kill and shut it out. That voice and part of me, I need to start hating. That's where the idea and the saying came from, of like, you don't hate yourself enough to be elite at CrossFit. And that's the example I'm giving you. So when I say that hating yourself is important, the feedback I got was you should actually love yourself and not be hating yourself. Those are some of the DMs that I was getting. And I thought about it and I was like, well, if you don't hate that part of yourself, how is loving that gonna change that is part of you and it's telling you to stop? Because like in human interactions in life, when we don't like something about somebody, we tell them to stop and we dislike it and we pull away from it. And that's similar what you need to do, what's going on inside you and the voices that you have. Now, oddly enough, there's some people who don't hear any voices, so if I'm telling you this and you're like, that guy's a psychopath, I don't hear anything that's happening in my mind, good for you. But for me, and a lot of other people, we have an internal dialogue happening in our mind that's telling us either quit, or keep going. And some people have a third voice and some people have a fourth, and you're thinking of all these things that are happening very, very quickly. And it's only natural to understand those things. It's only natural to have those voices happening in your mind. And so what we want to do is try and to align ourselves with the voices that we like. And what I mean by that is the voices that allow us to achieve the outcome that we're looking for. So if it's competitive CrossFit, you need to only align with the voice that says, keep going, you got this, let's do a little more, let's do a little more, and start hating the other voice that creeps its way in and says, just stop, and you're like, no, I can't. Just push that guy out and just come back in and go, I got this, man. So now you got this positive voice, 2-on-1, push that one out, and you're good to go. But it only starts with you hating that part of you. The weak, little-minded part of you that might not be super enjoyable, you might be a little bit ashamed of, just go ahead and admit it. We have behaviors and things that we don't really enjoy about ourselves. And rather than pushing them away and ignoring them, you could let it in and attack it and then get it out of you. Because I think it's something that you can fix if you're willing to go down that road and be vulnerable and be understanding and say, hey, I got a bunch of voices in my head that I don't really need, and I got to kick some of them out. And that's a hard conversation to have. But here to tell you that I think it's a normal thing, and it's important just to align yourself with the ones that you enjoy, and the ones that you don't like, you have to hate. You have to tell them to go away and get out and not have those things happen to you. That's going to slow your growth and progress and the things that you want to achieve. It's going to be hard. The only way you can do it is practice. And the only way that you can practice is doing hard things. So every now and again in your training, put yourself in a very hard situation or buddy up with somebody that's going to push you outside your comfort zone. And when things start to go wrong and you're getting all those voices in your head, or you're feeling really distressed or weak, start to recognize that, acknowledge it, and live in that moment. So maybe the workout now doesn't even matter. It's really the experience that you're experiencing in your own mind at that moment in time. Through the practice of working yourself through that process, I guarantee you that you're gonna push out that small part of you that you don't enjoy. It's really gonna allow you to focus on what really matters to you. And at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to really love and truly love yourself. And you're gonna become better and fitter and faster for it. That's all I have for you. I hope that was a good video and you enjoyed it and something spoke to you, and you start working on your own mental toughness and pushing out some voices or some parts of you that you don't like and changing it for the better. If you like this video, like and subscribe, comment down below, ring the bell, and do all those things that help grow YouTube channels, because you know what to do and you're watching YouTube. We'll catch you in the next video.